we're back. We're back after that big block at the finish. A big-time finish to a big-time effort by AD. In fact, it was so big. Magic Johnson tweeted the following after the game, and I quote, Anthony Davis was huge tonight without LeBron and Dennis Schroeder scoring 25 points in the Lakers' big win over the Jazz. Have you ever seen how many retweets he gets? Have you ever seen how many favorites he gets as a result of that bit, of that brand? So he made that mistake. Or was it? Let me get to that in a minute. But he makes a mistake, right? Get over it. Because here is another truth. Dopes. Most of the tweet was in fact accurate. In fact, almost all of it was accurate. Anthony Davis was huge. The game last night, which means tonight, was accurate when he tweeted it. And the Lakers were without LeBron and Dennis Schroeder. And Davis did have 25. And the Lakers did get a big win over a team. It's just that that team was the Denver Nuggets and not the Utah Jazz like he tweeted out. Who cares? So what? So he typed the Jazz instead of the Nuggets. Maybe it was like autocorrect. Or it happens. It happens to us all. I just love the fact that he did not take it down. Like he stuck by it. When you come with a take that hot, when you come with a scorching hot take like the one he thumbed out, you do not take it down just because you got one word wrong. You stand by it. You're going to kill this guy for one word. You're going to kill this guy for getting one word wrong. You're going to kill him for that. He got 20 of 21 words in that sentence correct. That's a 95% hit rate. How about we focus on the good news for once, not the bad news? I mean, hell, if a basketball player made 95% of the shots he took, he'd be the greatest player ever. And you want to come for this guy because he got a team wrong? Yes, he appeared to think that the Lakers had played the Jazz when in fact they played the Nuggets. At least he was in the right sport. It's not like the guy said, hey, AD was huge in that Laker win over the Yankees or the New Jersey Devils or Manchester U. I got news for you, too. I'm not even convinced it was a mistake. At this point, I think that Irv or whoever is at the controls of that feed put it there on purpose to try to hook people like me and the rest of you to get you to react. I'm on to you, Irv, or whatever intern you gave your phone to. I'm not saying you're a good analyst. You're not. You're one of the worst. But there is no way that you're that dumb with it. No one likes or retweets from me, or no more. Well, not that you ever got one. No likes or retweets from me, Irv, because I'm on to you, dude. I know what you're about. I know what that feed's about. And I'm not convinced that he didn't put the Jazz on purpose. Anyway, last night was not about Irv or the tweets. It was about the Lakers and how they showed up against the Jazz or the Nuggets or whoever the hell they played last night. Because that's a game they had to have. And they got it. They beat a hot Western Conference opponent, and they did so without two of their best players. Beating the Nuggets on May 3rd does not mean they're going to be holding the trophy once again when it's all over. But I'll tell you what it does mean. It's a reminder of why you cannot throw dirt on these guys just yet. Lose that game, and then everybody's got their shovels out. Lose that game, and everybody's talking about how Father Time is still undefeated because now he's kicking LeBron's ass. Lose that game, and everybody's talking about how starting a season 71 days after the last one ended was just too much to ask, especially for a guy with as many miles as LeBron and a guy like AD, who always seems to get hurt even in the best of times. Lose that game and everybody is burying the Lakers. Hell, win that game and there's still no shortage of people burying the defending champs. But that did not happen. Somehow that crew, who honestly mailed it on Sunday, came back with a vengeance on Monday. I'm not saying they can just flip the switch. I'm saying it looked like they did last night. They looked like a totally different team last night. They played with intensity. They battled. They looked like the Lakers last night. But It's not just about getting a win to move them ahead of Dallas in the standings. It's about the fact that they showed up with some urgency. Man, they were motivated. They were an actual unit. They knew they had to have it, and they got it. And by the way, did anybody really think the Lakers were just going to shut it down? Just quit. Just go home? Yes, they've had a couple of tough months. Yes, everything did not come together when AD and LeBron came back. But did you really think the defending champs were just going to shut it down, rip the plug, and shout 1, 2, 3, Cancun when they broke the huddle? I mean, come on, man. I know they're in fifth. I know they're only a game ahead of having to play in the play-in tournament. I know they're pissed about having to play in the play-in tournament. Just like every other team that's in 6th, 7th, and 8th is pissed about it. I get why they are. Before this year, if you finished in 7th or 8th, you would wrap up the regular season, go into the first round of the playoffs, you'd already be in. Now you have to enter a tournament for the right to enter something that in years past you were already in. That's more work and more stress on top of what is already a really difficult season. I know why they're pissed. Except crying about it's not going to help, because that play-in tournament is not going away. And despite LeBron trying to break off whoever came up with that idea, nobody's getting fired over it either. If being the defending champs and having to play in the play-in sucks, big dog, embrace the suck. Because you know what would suck even more? Missing the playoffs altogether, especially after you made it sound as if you running back or running it back was a mere formality after you and AD came back. That's obviously not the case. But last night was evidence that it is still too soon to bury you all. Just know everybody's got their shovels out. Trust that.